Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and time for a fact that makes your brain just go. 73 years ago today, something happened that made all of our lives for the better. Relates to Q101, and I can't believe there's not one person that this effect that happened here in 1952 didn't change us all for the better. Kenzie thinks it's the first time someone screamed over a song. Give us that scream again if you can, Kenzie.
Wow, I want to love you. Wow. I'm doing my best.
God, that's a good song. I'm going to put David Draymond with that for Monday at this time. Very much like Spirit Box out there. Okay, and Case thinks it was the Les Paul, the first guitar. One of the greatest guitars. There's Fender Stratocasters, there's Gibson Les Pauls. He thinks it was one of the Les Pauls. Both those answers are wrong, but they're in the same ballpark. 73 years ago, 1952, a radio DJ named Alan Freed, he actually invented the name rock and roll. He's a Cleveland DJ, held the Moondog Coronation Ball in Cleveland, which is now considered the first major rock and roll show in history. So, 73 years ago, the first rock concert happened. And what do you think happened at the first rock concert? Do you think it went off without a hitch? What are your vibe on it, Kenzie? Like the first rock concert, how do you think it went? Maybe 10 people showed up?
No, I think parents cried and fainted and showed up with crosses in their hands.
That makes sense. What do you think, Case?
So Woodstock 99? It looked a lot like that.
You're closer than Kenzie.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not sure parents were out there with crosses saying it's the devil music or not, but the arena could hold 10,000 people, and 20,000 showed up. A riot broke out. Does this sound like today's headline?
It does.
And the crowd had to be broken up. The fire department came in and shut it down, the fire marshal. And think about 10,000 people back in 1952. We kind of think maybe there was only 10,000 people in the United States back then, but 20,000 showed up.
Yeah, I mean, they have nothing else to do.
So picture, let's say, the Aragon that holds 4,500 people. That'd be like, instead of that, 9,000 people showed up outside of the Aragon trying to get in.
Was it Jack White at Twisted Christmas 2 years ago?
Kind of like that. A little crowded in there. Oversold, I believe. And then the whole thing got shut down. Now, here's a little bit of music. This is one of the guys that didn't get to play, so we're going to play him today and give him some honor.
Okay.
It was Tiny Grimes and his Rocking Highlanders. So they didn't get to play because they got shut down. So Tiny, wherever you are, I don't know if he's alive. I doubt it. I mean, 73 years ago, even if he was like 18.
Now he's 100, basically.
Yeah.
There's no way Tiny lived to be 100.
You want to check that and see if Tiny Grimes is alive?
I would love to.
We're not doing anything else, Brian. Tiny.
While you do that, I'll tell you what.
Well, when you said Grimes, I thought you meant Elon Musk's baby mama. I'm like, oh my gosh, she was.
Well, she's a time traveler.
Tiny Grimes. We gotta pour one out.
We're
For him.
gonna-
No.
Yeah.
At the age of 72, on March 4th, 1989.
He lived to 89?
No, he lived to 72. He died in 89.
Oh, that's not as good.
He died from meningitis.
Oh.
That's a tough one.
In 89?
Isn't that's in your mouth, right?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. It's your body.
No, Kenzie, that's gingivitis.
He's like, that's exactly.
Damn it!
I thought the same thing you did.
He did not die of
Meningitis.
gingivitis. Put some respect on Tiny Grimes' name.
What? I don't know.
No.
Meningitis is acute or chronic inflammation of the protective membranes covering the brain and spinal cord.
Oh,
Ouch.
so it's not a gum thing.
It's not a gum thing. It is a brain and spinal cord thing.
I'm pretty sure my dad got quarantined as a kid because they thought he had meningitis.
Oh, wow.
It's very contagious, and he had to get locked up for a couple days or a week or something. I never got the whole
He
story.
had to get locked up?
Yeah, they basically, when you quarantine you, like, not even your parents want to get near you. So they put him in a room or something, and
He
he
had
got
a
locked up.
social distance because of his meningitis?
They didn't give him a mask, though. They just said, go in this
just
room.
doesn't seem like something that would be contagious.
It's very contagious, apparently.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's like a spine thing. Like, get your spine away from me. Whoa, don't worry going with that thing.
So the Moondog Coronation Ball at the Cleveland Arena, again, 10,000 people, 20,000 showed up. A riot happened, which is perfect for a rock concert. That was the first rock concert ever 73 years ago. It cost $1.50 to get in. That was advanced ticket sales. At the door, they got you $1.75.
That's how they get you.
25 cents more, but I guess by comparison, that's about right for a service charge. And the show, it was a riot. It didn't happen. I just feel like that's 73 years ago. People think, no one got crazy about that kind of stuff. Yeah, they did. They did just what we would have done.
Mm-hmm.
We rioted. We're going to riot. That's what we're going to do.
We're going to riot.
Still pouring one out here for
So
Tiny
was the
Grimes.
first Riot Fest happened? Is that what you're saying?
It's kind of the first Riot Fest,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. It was good to know.
And their tagline was, "It's the most terrible ball of them all."
Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
That's
awesome.
awesome. I like the promos already.
Yeah. And also, to think that, maybe you think old people probably went to bed by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This show was 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh, was it New Year's Eve? Good Lord.
No, it was actually Friday. It was this exact day, Friday, March 21st, 73 years ago.
It's too late.
So it was a Friday night. And see, you wouldn't even have fit in the 50s.
No, I have cows to milk in the morning. I can't be up at 2 a.m. What an
Man,
awful
imagine what you have
life.
to do. I have to churn butter in the
oh
morning.
my
I'm
God.
tired.
Both of you need to go back to like the 1600s. That's your level of going out and
They
staying up.
famously went to bed early in the 1600s.
Oh, God. They didn't have TV. They didn't have
nothing.
any.
If you don't go to bed in the 1600s, you're going to eat by like a dragon. Of course you're going to go to bed.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
All right, let's get right in the Case's movie review. It's Friday at 8, a movie that he has never seen at 26 years old. We'll get to what movie it is.
For Christ's sake, tomorrow's the 4th of July, and we will be open for business.
What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
Utah. Give me 2.
Do you enjoy pain?
Pain don't hurt.
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand.
Now fry like bacon, you little freshman piggies. Fry! Fry!
Playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime, but I don't want your life.
Here we go. White Men Can't Jump, one of my favorites of all time, I have to say. And I'm really happy we finally got here. It's the, 34th or 33rd anniversary next week of this movie, Case?
33rd.
And it came out March 27th, 1992. The budget was $31 million. It made $90.8 million. The film received positive reviews on, of course, Rotten Tomatoes. The film holds an approval rating of 75% on 106 reviews with an average score of 6.4 of 10. I think that's kind of low, to be honest. For a movie that was very pivotal and as somebody that played basketball, I can relate to how the opening 20 minutes of the movie is absolutely perfect. For anybody that's ever been on a ball court to go, play pickup games, this was it. They captured it so well. The movie could have been just that, and it would have been fine. But it's not my movie review. It's Case's. So, Case, let's start like we usually do with the trailer from 1992 for White Men Can't Jump, starring Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes.
It's not how you play the game.
You either smoke or you get smoked.
It's not whether you win or lose.
There are rules to hustling. There's an ethics involved.
It's whether you walk away alive.
You got that big Z in your fro. What are you, the Black Zorro? What are you doing? I'm doing 2 things.
What?
I'm making them mad. Most guys don't play good when they're mad.
Look, you're embarrassing me. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing I'm doing.
White Men Can't Jump. Rated R.
You know what's funny is they used the In a World voice guy for a movie that's just funny. it's it wasn't The Matrix, but they used that guy's voice in it. So, Case, White Men Can't Jump, what did you think of the movie?
White Men Can't Jump, a fascinating movie about a degenerate gambler who is also in the most toxic relationship with his girlfriend that I could ever possibly imagine.
No.
Yes.
They're so sweet.
Do you disagree, Kenzie?
Oh, they're so cute.
I don't know if they're cute or not. Woody Harrelson is a guy in this movie who has all of these problems, and they're all self-inflicted. He was a point shaver in college. He's a degenerate gambler as an adult. He can't keep the money that he makes to make his girlfriend happy. And for some reason, his girlfriend's dream is to get on Jeopardy. And it is a really, really bizarre movie.
Yeah, it is a different arc when they get on Jeopardy. Then they're actually on Jeopardy. You think it's just something she's going to talk about.
No,
and then they actually get on Jeopardy.
They do it. No, look, it's a very fun movie. Brian's exactly right. The first 25, really even 40 minutes of this movie, when it's all basketball, it's incredible because not only does it capture the atmosphere of what I imagine playing pickup basketball would be like, didn't really have enough friends to play pickup basketball.
Well, that's really sad.
I know. But I imagine it went something like that, and that seemed pretty cool. But also, you get into this sort of not heist, but really like a chase storyline with Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, and who's going to turn on who and who's going to double-cross the other person. And it's a really, really fun movie for the first 40 minutes. The problem...
Oh, boy.
And I like this movie overall, but I'll talk about the problems.
Okay.
The problem is that much like in Major League, they take a funny sports movie with a bunch of rich, interesting characters, and for some reason they try to turn it into a romantic comedy. And White Men Can't Jump is so good as a chase movie and a double-cross I can't trust anyone movie, and it is not a good romantic comedy, with all due respect to Rosie Perez. I think she plays her part well. I just don't want her in this movie a bunch. I want it to be about Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes on the b-ball court, hustling fellas doing their thing, and I did not get enough of that.
Well, you got a lot of it, and you have a problem with romantic relationship arcs in sports movies.
Rosie Perez is an icon, also the voice in The Road to El Dorado, another animated classic. So show some respect, okay?
Oh, very iconic voice. Also hot. Like, I remember watching that movie. And just, I'm just saying that the relationship you talk about being annoying, I thought it was endearing, especially when he's running down the alley with all the stuff and he goes, "You're not carrying anything. I'm carrying everything." When the guy,
it's so funny.
When they're going to, the hitmen are going to kill him for not shaving points in the game and not doing what he wanted him to do. I think it works into it a lot that she needed to be there. I think the movie would have been less without her.
I totally disagree. Now, look, there's no part of this movie that I could relate to, because not only have I not been in a relationship that toxic before, but I also...
Okay, just brag a lot.
I know, I'm sorry. But I also don't have...
Kenzie, he's had well-adjusted relationships.
Ooh, Sarah, you're in touch with your feelings. Wow. Most of us have better relationships than toxic, and it's a very relatable movie. Relax.
Very relatable.
The problem is that I struggle with male friendships. As I always say, most of my friends in life are either older men or women my age. And I was so intrigued by this relationship that Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes developed throughout the movie. And I really wanted them to be more of a buddy cop duo that occasionally featured the Rosie Perez character. But I didn't need her on Jeopardy, okay? Can we talk about the fact that she's not only on Jeopardy, which is weird in of itself. They get her on Jeopardy because Woody Harrelson makes a half-court hook shot, and they just happen to know the guy that does security at the lot in which Jeopardy is filmed. And he somehow has the power to bump somebody off of Jeopardy, because it's a long waiting list and a long process to get on that show. My aunt was on Jeopardy. Shout out Aunt Marion.
Wow.
He somehow has the ability to bump somebody off Jeopardy and get Rosie Perez on it. Rosie Perez then wins Jeopardy and never defends her title. Part of the charm of Jeopardy is if you win, you keep playing, and they never address that.
Okay, first off, go ahead, Kenzie.
This is 1992. People got bumped off of everything because you knew somebody. There wasn't a track record the way there is now. That's how everybody got on anything. My mom was on an episode of Soul Train. There was also a waiting list, but she knew the bodyguard, okay?
Thank you.
That's how things happen.
Do you feel like there's some sort of difference between Soul Train and Jeopardy?
No, what are you insinuating?
There just might be different qualifications for
no,
those
but
two
a
shows.
lot of people, it's a show that a lot of people wanted to get on, okay?
I heard their studios were right next to each other.
That's right.
Jeopardy and Soul
So
Train.
mind your business. I'm just saying that, like, that is how things work. So much of Hollywood, it always was about, I have a security guard friend, somebody is doing security here, I have a bot, whatever. It's who you knew. That was so accurate. Now everything's, calculated, and you can get sued because you gave somebody something and they didn't go through the right process, but that's not what they were doing before.
Now we got a text in from Oak Forest, all caps, "How dare you, Case? Gloria is the best part of the whole goddamn movie."
Wow.
Also lower caps, or lowercase, I should say. "Case, we aren't friends anymore." Really angry face emoji. That came from Oak Forest in this review, in the middle of the review.
Angry face emoji.
The one that's like red?
Yeah.
A really angry face emoji.
To be clear, I don't think Rosie Perez is bad at this movie. I just think she's in it too much. I've got the scene, I want to play this here. It's the three of them. It's Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, and Rosie Perez talking about Jimi Hendrix. But you can hear you can hear the chemistry between Harrelson and Snipes in this movie. And before I close out, I want to spend just a second on Wesley Snipes. But I want that to be the whole movie. I don't need this whole relationship arc where they're in the shower and then they're running from the guys and then they're on Jeopardy. It's too much Rosie Perez, because the chemistry between Harrelson and Snipes, and it's in this scene where they're talking about Jimi Hendrix.
Hey, what is this?
Jimi Hendrix.
No, I know who it is, but why are you playing Jimmy?
Well, because I like to listen to him.
Oh, you like to listen. That's what the problem is. Y'all listen.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Eat it?
No. You're supposed to hear it.
Hey, well, I just said I like to listen to it, man.
No. There's a difference between hearing and listening. See, white people, y'all can't hear Jimmy. You listen.
What the you talking about? His drummer was white.
Out of here. Jimi Hendrix's drummer was not white.
Yes, he did. Yo, check it out. See?
This is a picture.
Whole damn band is white except for Jimmy.
I love that. The whole damn band's white.
And that's really where this movie shines, is Harrelson and Snipes. Not only do they have excellent chemistry, but they're able to talk about race in a way that is really engaging and not at all aggressive. And look, the modern world has created circumstances in which maybe conversations like that can't be as lighthearted as they should be. But it's really fun to play with race the way that White Men Can't Jump does. It makes for a really compelling added foil of this movie.
I love it when they're doing
my argument would be one of the funniest things that happened in that scene was Rosie Perez bringing up the white drummer.
You're right. You're right.
Woody Harrelson.
Let's move off Rosie Perez, okay? She should be in the movie.
Lay off.
It's fine. But in that scene too, like how they talk about race when he's acting like a nerdy white guy that can't play basketball, and when they loses who gets the fam on his team, and the guy goes, "Come on, Gretzky, get over here." And he goes, "Enough of that Jane Fonda workout crap. Get on the court." And I can tell you, Case, as someone that went to courts, this is what would happen half the time you went to play pickup basketball. You didn't start playing basketball for about 40 minutes because of the ball busting between races when you could talk like that and just crap on each other. And then you finally played basketball.
That's good.
Tell us some things you used to say, Brian.
I'm not doing it. But I got called a lot.
Tell us some race ball busting.
Listen, it was a better time, let me tell you, when you could just be real.
I just want to hear.
No, that's okay.
Just give me a hypothetical.
Yeah, you pull up to the court.
Hey, if people called me.
For the first something you would say in the first 40 minutes. What do you got?
Oh, boy.
I would say, hello, fellow kids. Let's play basketball.
Look, I thought this movie was a lot of fun, even with my issues with the romantic comedy arc.
Yeah, you had a lot of issues with Rosie Perez.
Well, no, I thought she was in the movie too much because I liked Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson so much. And I told the story about a week ago that my girlfriend was out of the house over the weekend. So naturally, I turned on BET. What's on BET? New Jack City. I had never seen that movie before. Wesley Snipes blew me away in that. He blew me away in this. I can't believe his arc as a star wasn't longer because he's absolutely incredible in everything I've ever seen him in. And White Men Can't Jump might be his best performance.
Well, he did go to jail for tax evasion. That derailed his career.
That's tough.
That did it. But he was also in like The Fugitive 2, U.S. Marshals it was called, actually.
Blade, it was like his big, he was in a bunch of those, remember?
Blade, I love the first Blade. I don't know if I saw the
There's
rest
a bunch
of them.
of them.
Yeah, it's really good in Blade. And he also did another movie with Woody Harrelson. Was it Money Train, I think?
Money Train. People are asking me to watch Money Train in the text line.
Yeah.
We'll get to that at some point.
They were super tight outside of the movie as well, and I don't know if they are today,
And
too.
he was in Dolomite, remember?
Yes.
Yes, that is a movie I have seen.
All right, so White Men Can't Jump. I'm confused on what your rating's going to be because you spent so much time on Rosie Perez.
But Rosie Perez is just in it too much. But she's not a complete detractor.
Okay.
I think Harrelson is fantastic. I think Snipes is fantastic. I think the story is super fun, and I think the banter between races is also a blast. Thus, we are giving White Men Can't Jump 7 Yo Mama jokes out of 10.
My favorite one in there was the guy goes, "Saw your mama kicking the can down the street." I said, "What you doing?" She goes, "Moving."
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Let's go. Let's do this. We have an evening with Mark Hoppus at the Riv, and that's on the line here for trivia with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, I have another surprise in my front pocket for the listeners out there.
In your front pocket?
They're in my front pocket right now, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But there's another surprise, so if you're not competing, stay put. Everybody just stay right here and enjoy Emily, who was ecstatic on hold for having a chance to hang out with Mark Hoppus in a room, talking about his memoir, of course. Emily, ahoy, tell us something about yourself, besides Blink-182 fan.
Hello.
Whoa, did you drop? Hold on. That sounded like you dropped a landline.
What?
Are you
It
at
sounded
work?
like she fell down the stairs.
Yeah. Are you okay,
I'm
Emily?
in my car. Hold on. I'm on my car. Hold on.
Okay, we'll hold. We got nothing to do.
She's on the car, she said.
Hold my car. Get off your car. What are you doing? Dangerous up there.
All right. Is that better?
Oh, it sounds
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Are you sure you're ready? We can take some more time here. Are you sure you're ready?
Oh, no. Hold on a second.
Oh, Emily's good. I like
She's
this.
fun. She's fun.
I like her.
Are you driving or parked?
I'm now parked. I'm driving. I'm actually taking my kids to school and then going to work.
Oh God, that's terrifying to me. What just happened?
Oh, gosh. So I am actually in the process of buying a house.
Oh,
it has been crazy, to say the least.
Yes. May God be with you. I've been there.
Thank you. I need it.
Well, let me ask you if you have the same experience me and my wife have, because we're in the same boat. We're trying to buy a house where we've been renting for 6, 7 years now. And we go to a house and we see it and we like it. And then the realtor tells us, we have 17 offers. Get your best and final in 5 minutes.
I haven't gotten that far yet, but I found everything I don't want.
That's good.
See, we find stuff we like, but then it gets sold right when we leave the open house. And then
it's ridiculous.
For about $100,000 more than the price was supposed to be. And we kind of go,
Right?
huh. Well, let's
And
go.
you're like, wow, we couldn't afford it when we toured it.
Yeah, that's right. We can't. I'm thinking like we're gonna lowball them to hell. We're gonna
Right?
lowball the hell out of them, Megan. Don't you dare say a price. And then we go in there and go like, yeah, you shouldn't be here. They basically say.
You're not our type of person.
That's right. Exactly. Emily, you're awesome. All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Emily.
Heads.
It's heads.
Woo.
Oh, woo.
I think the listener may have won every day this week.
Yeah, it's not rigged at all, Brian.
No, not weird. All right, Emily, here we go. First question. What gas do plants absorb from the air? What gas?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide is right. Good one. Back to Kenzie. Kenzie, if you're in Northern California, what time zone are you in?
I hate time zones. You know that.
I do. We do know that.
You know that.
I do. That's why I asked the question.
War and U.S. history and, a lot of other topics.
General
you
trivia.
Never ask me questions you never ask me questions about The Office, and it's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm so good. I used to win trivia for that. Okay, so we're Central, and I remember that because of the sea now, because Chicago and sea. Okay,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, I think because it's near the Pacific Ocean, I'll say Pacific.
Pacific is right. I like how you got there.
Thank you.
By the way, Emily must be rolling her kids out of the car. The door's open, beeping. What's going on with the door there, Emily?
Nope, we're just staying put.
Oh,
I don't want to mess this up.
well, someone took their seatbelt off or something.
Man, leave her alone.
1-1 back to Emily.
Emily, which 2 U.S. states begin with the letter V, as in Victor?
Vermont
And
Virginia.
Virginia. There we go. Good job, Emily. Back to Kenzie. What is it called in basketball when a player takes more than 2 steps with the ball without dribbling?
Traveling.
Traveling. Well, right on that one.
Well, it's been said to me a couple times.
Kenzie.
I'm familiar.
She just carries the ball and wiggles, and then she shoots. Back to Emily.
That's right, 2-2.
Kelly, Emily, what color are the foul poles in every MLB stadium? What color are they?
Green.
Oh, they're not green. No, they're not. Kenzie, do you know?
I'm struggling with 2 colors.
We'll just pick
I
one
think
of them.
they're yellow.
They are yellow.
Okay.
What was the other color you were going to say?
I don't know why, I'm also imagining white.
Oh.
But I think that's just isn't the hey on a white side? Never mind. I'm imagining the ball field. I'm like, it's either yellow or white.
Think of baseball of hey.
Hey.
Is it 3-2?
It is 3-2, and it's back to Kenzie. She can go up 2 points right here.
Oh, my goodness. I know. Kenzie, how many prongs does a carving fork have?
Is it 4?
It's not 4. Emily, do you know?
2.
2. No hesitation. I think she has a carving fork right there in the car.
The kitchen's my spot. The kitchen is where I do my best work.
I just found out I don't have a carving fork.
And now
I use a 4-pronger.
It's
I
back
use
to-
just a big fork.
Yeah, I didn't use one of those, using a pitchfork.
Yeah.
Kind of like, like those, you know what I'm talking about? Those really big, almost like serving forks is what I use. I don't have a carving fork.
Well, now I know what to get you for your birthday.
Which is in July.
Yep, July 4th. July 4th weekend's going to be awesome.
Remember now?
There you go. 3-3. It's back to Emily.
So she can go up here. Staying in that family, Emily, the company Cutco specializes in what kitchen utensil? Cutco.
Knives.
Knives. What, do you have some Cutco knives?
No, I used to.
Oh, okay.
We moved up from that.
Ooh, Miss Privilege.
Shady. Throwing shade. Cutco's like, son of a bitch. What do we do?
We have Tiffany knives. Thank you.
Not that far up.
All right, it's 4-3. It's back to Kenzie.
You have Buttco knives. Next level up. It's back to Kenzie now?
Back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what medical instrument can you listen to someone's heart with? What is that
A
called?
stethoscope?
Stethoscope is right. So we're tied up. Next one wins, and Emily has the next question.
My heart is racing so bad.
Oh, boy. Hold on to that carving fork there. Okay, here we go. What is the medical term for inflammation of the joints?
Inflammation of the joint.
Yeah. Someone put their seatbelt on.
Somebody's flatlining in the back.
Swollen?
So what is the medical term for inflammation of the joints? Don't overthink it.
Inflamed?
Oh, no. Kenzie.
Arthritis?
Arthritis is it. What do you, oh, my. I tried to give it to you. Don't overthink it.
No!
Okay, well, I'm still going to send her because somebody just died on her watch.
Are you serious? Oh,
Yes.
I could die. I'm shaking right now.
Oh, my gosh. I love you. You're adorable. You should go, and the houses are difficult to buy, so go to a concert.
Thank you.
You're damn right, Emily. You've been very entertaining. So you're going to go anyway, courtesy of Kenzie, to see an evening with Mark Hoppus. And I could tell you were shaking off the phone even about a big Blink-182 fan. That's going to be a really unique event, and we're happy to send you.
Shut up.
No, I will not shut up.
No, don't shut up. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much. I am literally shaking right now. Oh, my gosh.
All right,
I
well,
love her.
listen, stay put. Kate's going to get you information. We love you. Take care.
I love you guys.
I love you too. Get the kids to school. But here's what we're going to do. Since we're giving Emily the tickets, we have a really special prize for everybody else. We always say we have something left over if Kenzie wins. So we're going to play Bad Omens, 2.5 minutes. We have tickets to see The Refused, and that is coming up at Salt Shed, and this is their final tour. So really big. If you watch The Bear, the song New Noise is in there. So The Refused at the Salt Shed. So hang tight, just 2.5 minutes. If you want to go, we'll have tickets for that. It's Brian and Kenzie.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So yesterday, if you were here on the show, we talked about the Lake Zurich cheer coach that tragically stole almost $40,000 from that high school, which got us to a conversation about how tight it is for high schools and money and every dime and not having all the supplies. It led to finding out from me and Case, shockingly, and Kenzie knows this because she has a 10-year-old, they still use pencils. I just picture everybody on an iPad, any kind of screen in school, and pencils are still a big deal in schools. Mind blown. No idea.
Well, they don't use them. I go, yes, kids are writing things down. It's a big deal.
Thought it was all over. Thought the writing thing was over. So then Kenzie looked up the price of pencils, and it got to a thing of saying, well, we need to buy pencils for these schools. So
Right, because we got somebody texting in saying that, like, they get, like, pencils at the beginning of the year, but obviously kids, break them, lose them, things like that, because they're kids, and they don't have budget for more. So there's this one school that texts in, they're like, we're not allowed to get more pencils. We just don't have any. And we're like, what? And so we started looking up the price of pencils. I found a great deal on pencils, and then I got called a cheap bitch, basically, because I was like, okay, sorry, I was just looking for a bulk purchase. Yeah. So then we had to get the Taekwondo pencils, which is what we're using now.
You can find those when you're going to a White Sox game on the off-ramp. There's a guy selling the Tyson Rosa pencils. They're the number 7s, not the 2s. It won't work for your SAT test.
They're next to the unbundled Gatorades.
There's so
For
much.
the life of me, I cannot say this word. I'm like, Taekwondo Rosa. I don't know what is the word of the pencil? What is it?
You're right, Tyson Rosa.
Okay.
Ticonderoga.
Okay.
Ticonderoga
I can't do
pencils.
it.
Yeah. Try one more time.
take on. I just want to say Rosa so bad.
All right, so here's what we did. A lot of work to help here. And listen, we understand it's kind of near the end of the school year. We didn't plan this as any kind of school supply drive, but we will do this going forward before school because all the heartfelt emotions from teachers of trying to take care of things. And like Kenzie just said, they're not allowed to go buy more pencils. So you can sign up for Get to the Point. Good name Kenzie came up with.
Thank you.
Q101.com. You click on the link at the top of the page and it says Get to the Point. That Google form will be live through Sunday night for a couple days. If you're a teacher who would like to sign up, please go to Q101.com and do so we can have a whole accurate list. And these are, of course, people that really need pencils. Your school needs these.
So we're asking specifically for teachers to sign up if you guys need them. We'll get your name, your school, where eventually we will ship these pencils to, that sort of thing, just so we can make sure that you get a portion of the supplies that are donated. Again, that Google form is on Q101.com. It'll be there through this weekend. All you have to do is go to the homepage, and you'll see a spot that says Brian and Kenzie's Get to the Point. From there, follow the page to the Google form.
Now, that's for the teachers to do that part. Then you can donate pencils virtually by visiting Q101.com or by texting PENCIL right now to 312-591-8300. If you text PENCIL, PENCIL, to 312-591-8300 right now, you'll get a link back to where you can donate pencils virtually. And they're all coming to us, and then we're going to distribute them to all the schools from the list that the teachers are sending us. We'll go drive around and do it.
That's right.
I am going to the schools. I'm going there.
You can't stop me.
I really want a cheese melt in the cafeteria at the grade school.
You're not going to go get food from the school. Damn it, Brian.
I am going to the cafeteria.
I want a calzone and a white milk at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Listen,
nothing's going to stop me.
I'm going to drive to school. I'm going to drop for the pencils. I'm going to go to the cafeteria. I'm going to eat a cheese melt. And then get back in our van and drive back to Q101.
So if you text pencil to our text line, which again, 312-591-8300, that will send you a bounce back link to our Amazon registry, where Kenzie has stocked up that Amazon registry with numerous amounts of pencils, different kinds of pencils, all the pencils you could ever need, and you can purchase that there. Those pencils will be shipped to NBC Tower, and we will handle the rest.
And just to clarify, they're all the really good ones, the Taikon Rosas, but they are, there's different amounts. Like, there's literally a pack for $2.49. That goes all the way up to the huge bulk pack for $90. I'm talking there's a $7 pack, $14 pack, like $20 pack. So however much you want to do is available on there.
You know what's really exciting? I'm looking at our text line, and it's flowing right now because we see an alert when someone hits it.
Yep.
And it's just flowing with people donating right now. That really gets me emotional. That's really cool. We have the best freaking listeners, and I mean that.
And remember, if you're not somebody that necessarily does a lot of business on Amazon, or you just don't want to deal with the virtual aspect of it, the Coheed and Cambria pop-up, which is April 3rd at the Cubby Bear. We will have people there to collect unopened packs of pencils if you would like to bring them in person. And then also the next day, we'll be at Almost Home Tavern and Grill for the Cubs home opener live from 6 to 10 a.m. And we will once again have somebody there collecting unopened packs of pencils if you would like to donate them.
Yeah, to get that in your head. So the home opening broadcast is 2 weeks from today,
That's
6
right.
to 10 at Almost Home. And then the day before that will be the Coheed and Cambria pop-up at the Cubby Bear right across the street. Bring pencils there. And I think Lauren's got a Boost Mobile appearance coming up. You can do it there as well.
Lauren has a Boost Mobile appearance next Friday. That information is on Q101.com. And same thing there. We'll have people there if you want to bring pencils. We can't guarantee you entry into Coheed and Cambria with the pencils, but you're making a difference for what could end up getting you into a free concert. So there you go.
And just do those places because, like, for example, I'm going to be at Mumford & Sons tomorrow night. We gave away those tickets. And if you hand me pencils there, I can't really carry them the rest of the night.
Please
don't do
hand
that.
Brian pencils. That is so funny.
Don't do it, please.
God, I hope that happens. I want someone to come with one of those massive bulk boxes.
They've got a pallet they're trying to bring in.
Where's the forklift entrance?
Please don't. Someone said it on the text line. I just wanted to mention. No, I shouldn't have mentioned it. Don't give me pencils at Mumford & Sons tomorrow night.
So
please.
Awesome.
Can't carry them around, but we can at the bar. We can hold them. We can bring them back, and we're getting so much love that I appreciate. But I really appreciate the love back to you for donating because our text line is blowed up. So again, go to Q101.com. Get to the point. That's for the teachers to sign up on which school needs the pencils, and then you can donate virtually by texting pencil to 312-591-8300 right now. And man, we love you, and we're trying to spread the love and make sure our kids got everything.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning, and Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.